We send it inside the octagon. We find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Khamzat Chimaev. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Anderson, the Spider Silva.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here we go from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, and wherever we are in the world. Most fighters on this roster, to a man, to a woman, they want the chance at some point to make this walk here in Vegas.
You absolutely want to fight in Las Vegas. Before it was the MGM Grand, it was the Mandalay Bay. Now it is the T-Mobile Arena, the most beautiful arena in the world and the home to the biggest UFC fights right now. From International Fight Week to championship fights all across the board, you come to T-Mobile.
Nice left hand there on the inside.
Ooh, another shot to the head.
Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this.
I mean, it's a master class, John. It's a master class in mixing up the target, mixing up the strikes, and ending your combinations with the kick.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position.
Big elbow there, lands. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhooks. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier. You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just gotta move.
Chimaev's back inside control.
Start bringing those elbows.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. Excellent ground and pound here by Chimaev. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
3 minutes have gone by here in round one. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand.
Those are big strikes.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Nice land there by Anderson Silva. Just a true mixed martial artist. Has so much honor and respect for the game. And somewhat remarkable. Still getting it done when matched up with the best middleweights in the world. Nice defense there, huge blocks. Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but there's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Chimaev ground and pound from half guard now. 45 seconds to go here in round one. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Final seconds here. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Chimaev. Round two next. All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, next round is underway. We will see huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body here and just continues to punish his opponent's body here in this round, just like he did in the previous one. Back and forth we go.
Big shot to the body.
Khamzat Chimaev gets tagged with a kick now. Let's see if he can rally. Oh, massive knee to the head.
Oh, look at that.
That's good defense to get that goal. See on that punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Lands a big elbow there. All right, he's been very clean with his hooks on the feet here tonight, and it's the way he set it up that has really impressed you.
Yeah, it's very impressive to see him pop the jab, pop the right hand, just touch, 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 and then boom, sit down on that hook. He's going to be trying to find it again. You can see him setting up his opponent, trying to get the hands to drop so he can drop that hook. He got hurt again. He's hurt bad.
Just out of range with the big right hand. Chimaev's in half guard.
And now he's in side control. That was a slick transition. No, this is where you don't want to be, though. Now he's got good body position, yup.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Minutes now to go in round two.
The hard ground and pound is paying dividends. He has opened up a cut.
Take your time. Take your time.
Beautiful transition. You've got to start to get to the get-up process. Because everybody talks like you just get up, you don't. It's a process, right? You get to the underhook, you build to the elbow, then you start to gain height to get back to your feet.
Well, that combination's gonna leave a mark. You see him getting top position, standing over his opponent, and delivering the ground strike. Nice job by Khamzat Chimaev. All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge connection right there. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beat Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly leg. In the half guard.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Silva, lands flush. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands, every punch lands. He has just outclassed this guy on the feet. You have got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
I can see the ringside position starting to get up because that cut has gotten to a very bad place. He's got to start throwing now.
Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
2 rounds in the books. All right, so the fighters head back to the stools and hopefully this... All right, so the cut man attempts to...
Ready. Ready. Do it.
Round 3 of a possible 5. And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Oh, he better start moving. He can't take too many of those uppercuts. He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow and a big moment in this fight.
Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know you like to play Tony Romo. You think he goes back to it here?
I am almost certain that he's going to go back.
And going for the finish. Well, I don't think his corner is going to step in here, but maybe the referee will.
For bad.
And back to his feet.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy... All right, the referee has stepped in here as expected. He is going to call in the doctor to look at what is a pretty significant cut that he's dealing with.
It's a mess. It's completely a mess, and I'd be very surprised if this fight continues.
Well, the doctor doesn't care about your feelings here. That's the end of the fight. And again, when you talk about fighting in the future, you've got to have an athlete's health in mind. I know you hate to see it.
You know, you had an idea, right? The cut's in a bad spot. You knew there was a possibility. Unfortunate that it ends this way.
All right, here one more time. The veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO and new UFC middleweight champion of the world,